Yeah, I think I need to sue these guys. Anyway, this is all about something called rules are made to be broken. And this is part 5 and our final part of episode 5, the Hodgepodge. We be looking at stupid, okay? I think I look kind of stupid right here because apparently the company that starts with the B word probably saw me out in LA. You guys, I actually own this exact same. You see the sheer shirt, the white pants, the little hair bun? This person saw me out somewhere and was like, he's in the new line. I probably owe $10 million. Just to say, at least up to my channel, please. Anyway, in the final part of rules are made to be broken, I have had these experiences because, you know, I'm mildly elderly, even though I'm fairly spry and whatnot. I'm kind of spunky, as the kids would say. And when I don't know, I don't think kids use spunky anymore, but I guess that's when you're old, you say stuff like that. Oh yeah, spunk. He's got a lot of spunk. Okay, Grandpa, chill it out. Don't bust a blood vessel, okay? Go ahead and text something. Matter of fact, don't text something. You'll probably have a heart attack. Too much action, okay? Calm it out, Grandpa. Too much stimulation. You probably have a seizure. Anyway, why rules exist? When I was a little kid, I used to be into video games a lot, right? And I also went to school, elementary school. Like you, if you are an American or anybody that's lived in a Western style country, you went to a style of school called the Prussian school system, which is basically about order, timing, structure, to pretty much set you up to be a functional person in the following society, which is the work world, being to work on time, getting up in the morning, showing up, doing your part, being a teammate, being part of a group, doing something forward. This is what school is basically really here to teach you. And then later in life, you specialize in the things you actually want to do once you go out and you use this basic experience, right? So at school, I was smart, but I didn't like to study or stuff like that. I hated to study. I was smart enough to actually get A's and B's for the first 8 years of school. I got all A's and B's. Never had a problem. I never studied. I always did my homework the night before. Half the time I didn't do the homework and I would go get an A on the test. And past that, I would just follow the rules. I would follow the instructions. Now other people who probably worked harder than me would fail, have struggle, get in trouble. And I'm like, I couldn't understand it, but I didn't grasp it yet because I was too little. So then I got video games. Now anybody here who's a gamer, you got these things back in the day called instructions. You used to get a little booklet in the game cartridge box that had all the instructions to the game, the rules, the tricks, and all that, what all the buttons did. I noticed there were two kinds of people. There was me, who when I bought the game, I would read the entire box, and then I would read the book all the way through, inside. Then I would put in the game and play, because now I know everything to do. And I'd always be really good at the game way before everybody else, and usually end up being the best person at the game over time, right? And I could do this with any video game. Once I read that book, I start playing you, I be doing something like, oh my God, how you do that? Oh my God, how you do that? I'm like, dude, this is your game. It's right here in the book on page 3. It's just, you just hit these twice at the same time. Like, little stuff. And they just sitting there figuring it out on their own. And I was just like, dang, this guy's as smart as I am. He's not dumber than me. I'm as smart as this. This is my man. He's smart. I think he's smarter than me. But he does struggle in school and he talks a lot. And I was thinking, you know what? This guy doesn't like to follow the rules. And I started to pick up year after year and almost a decade of consistent routine by people. My friends used to always not read the book. I kicked their butt. I had to teach them the game. And it got to the point, if you're a gamer, there's something called the cheese, where you figure out something that's wrong with the game. And then there's stuff that's just in the book that they think is cheesy, but you just don't tell them how to do it. You just keep it to yourself until they figure it out, or they get the effort up to read the book. So that was my elementary and high school phase. Then I got into the later phase, because now you're 16, you're 17, you driving cars, you doing whatever you're doing, you bumping some little Nicki Minaj or something, boom, 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 boom. You getting your Mary J. Blige on, you're ugly, I can't dance like Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige can't dance. Like, go Mary, go Mary, go Mary, go Mary. It's like, oh God, stop Mary, stop. Just stop. I think that's why she got divorced. But that's a whole nother thing. So basically, I noticed that people going to jail, people getting in trouble, people having problem with police officers, people having problem at restaurants and stores and at businesses, people always losing jobs. And the one consistent thing I saw with all these people, it was almost not really anybody actually hating on them. They just did not want to follow the rules. They wanted to do it their way, any way they could. I had a homeboy, rest in peace to this day, who I was worried about him because he hated following the rules. If they said do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get 100 on the test, he'd be like, well, I'm going to do 1, then I'm going to jump to 6, then I'm going to see what 7 and 8 is. And I'm going to just ignore all the stuff for the test. And then he'd be like, well, I failed. I was like, well, because you didn't do 1 through 5 like they asked us to. Just follow the rules. He would get a job. He got a job, great job, paying him great money, everything's working out fine. But he wanted to be in another section of the job during the daytime so he could be out in the public looking cute. But that part actually paid less. So what this guy did, he actually sabotaged and quit the job, switched to the other one, messed up his whole pay, he ended up quitting all the jobs together. But if he'd have just waited and followed the rules, all the things would have went better than him. I'm going to tell you, everything in life, in America, in this structure, in this world, there are strategies and there are rules.